Everybody.
Hi,
We're
everyone.
on two live streams. We're on Nicole's phone over here and my phone over here. And
They're propped up on our legs, so don't mind the jiggling of the video.
And I know that half my audience will just be waking up and Nicole's will be eating lunch.
Yeah, perfect.
How bizarre is that?
Yeah, no, afternoon for them.
Oh, afternoon. Yeah.
I know.
But we've been hanging out together, and it's in San Diego, and it's been so much fun.
Seriously.
So much fun.
Amazing. I can't believe I'm sitting next to you in real life. Can touch this girl's leg.
Yeah, that's my sweaty legs. For all of you Aussies that are freezing, we're like sweating. Our hair's all like
we're in
frizzy.
the desert.
Oh,
it's bad. I know.
The desert.
We're
in the desert. But we thought we would just pop in, say hi, say good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. And then we've been talking about all the lady parts.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Lots of them. Oh my gosh.
And just recently, we love those things.
We have some little likes. I love those things that go across
the screen. I like those ones that do that.
Yeah,
so if you're watching live, you need to
give us some
click
love.
like, you need to give us some love. You might want to share it, invite other people that you know. And we're only going to stay on for 10 minutes because we're actually supposed to be back in the next session
of our conference.
So just 10 minutes. So you know what? If you're brushing your teeth and watching this, by the time you spat the toothpaste out and taken a rinse, we're already beginning halfway through this Facebook Live. So we want to see some love though. Anyway.
Yeah.
But what have we been talking about?
We've been telling a friend about how to improve her cervical fluid.
We just didn't want to say, did you say cervical fluid?
I did say cervical. I called mine cervical fluid, yeah.
Yeah, no, so I didn't. I just said tips for happier estrogen or something.
Exactly. Same thing.
It's the same thing.
Different words.
Well, it's just a symptom. So, you know what? She was saying, we were suggesting to her that perhaps she's got a little bit too much of estrogen in her body based on her signs and symptoms, and that her gynae or whoever had said to her that maybe she's got not enough progesterone.
Yeah.
And we were trying to explain it's the same thing, really. And
they're like a little seesaw.
They are like a seesaw.
Yeah.
And then by just giving her progesterone wasn't going to fix the problem.
Exactly. Yeah. Her OBGYN suggested that she take progesterone, which we thought was not a great first step.
No,
not at all.
So we were explaining to her that, I was using a cup as an example, and if the cup always needs to be full of your hormones, it's the ratio of progesterone and estrogen that changes. If you've got excess estrogen, you're not going to have as much progesterone. So what we need to do is get the estrogen down to allow there to be more available progesterone in her body.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so, why are some reasons do you reckon that you tell your patients, Nicole, that the estrogen might be high?
I think that it's a couple of different things. I would say one of the biggest things now is environmental chemicals. That's what I see more than anything. So really making a concerted effort to switch out your makeup, your facial products, your shampoo, the body lotion that you use. That's a big one, obviously, because you cover your whole body with that stuff.
What about toilet paper?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I have to tell you about this. I have to tell all of you guys about this.
Toilet paper. We are going to talk about toilet paper.
We're talking about toilet paper. This is a big deal. I have two very close friends who, no joke, took about 2 years to get pregnant each, all around the same time. They both switched from white bleached toilet paper to the 7th generation unbleached brown toilet paper. Not as pretty, but
in Australia we have Who Gives a Crap.
Oh,
that's what it's called.
That's what it's called. No, you guys are so cool. We do not have things called that.
And I sell Who Gives a Crap at the clinic, but that's the name of the same brand. I don't think we have 7th generation, but we don't have their dunny paper.
Oh,
their toilet paper.
They're what paper?
Dunny.
Australians kill me. Okay, so anyways, these two people who are, like I said, best friends of mine, they got pregnant within a month or 2 months, literally, after switching to toilet paper. And that's all they did.
So maybe you're not trying to get pregnant. Maybe
true.
You are just trying to fix your period.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you've got heavy periods or
like painful periods.
Pain.
Yeah, all of these things.
These are some things that you can start to think about in terms of improving the way that your body's working, and in turn, that will then help to bring your estrogen levels down.
Agreed. I mean, one of the biggest things, don't you think, is conventional tampons and pads.
Yes.
Like, full on, kids, get rid of those things.
Ditch those things.
Yeah, ASAP.
Because it's like, it is in or on the most intimate part of your body.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to put something there that is friendly, not full of toxins and chemicals that can, again, lead to all sorts of problems like excess estrogen, but also pain.
Oh, totally. I know. Yeah. I mean, like, this is the most absorbent tissue in your body, literally, your vaginal tissue. Why would you put something that is going to be absorbed right. I mean, that's why they use, they're even experimenting with drugs delivered vaginally because it gets
It's
into
so
your bloodstream
absorbent.
so fast.
Imagine
So,
if we were together
yeah.
all the time.
I
We
know,
would do
this
this
is
all
so
the time.
crazy. I can't. It's so amazing.
Because
have
like,
questions.
oh, you've got questions. I don't have any questions. Where are my
Oh
loves?
no, I don't. I lie.
Oh no, it's telling me
They're-
you're
they're
live.
just talking to me.
Yeah, so if you
Okay.
want to ask any questions, like I said, we've probably got another, I don't know, 6 minutes or so before we
Yeah.
need
I
to
know.
get on with it. I hope your teeth brushing session has been good. Oh, hi, Melanie. We love you too. Thanks for joining us.
Oh my gosh.
We have people that are
I
awake and
know.
alive.
This is so awesome. Okay.
So what else? What
Okay,
else?
so
are some
the
symptoms?
chemicals.
Oh.
It's okay. It'll
Yeah,
reconnect.
you will.
Yeah,
We're out
it'll
of
do
here
its
now.
thing. Okay,
Hey.
right. Yeah. Okay, so the chemicals are a big thing, obviously. I think the other thing is, blah blah blah. Yeah, we talked about the conventional
Chemicals.
tampons, pads, all of those things.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper is a really good one. And we were just talking about, raising your cervical fluid, which, is raising the good estrogens and raising progesterone. And one of the big things for us is vitamin B6. Like, that's been really successful. I experiment on myself all the time, and that's been something that's worked really well for me and a lot of my clients. So B6 in higher doses. The problem is that I don't have the dose on me right now.
We can post it on there later.
Yeah, I think we should. Right,
and then
yeah.
my favourite thing to bring to that is magnesium. I was fortunate enough to go to a metagenic seminar a couple of weeks ago, and the research around stress and how it's, basically sucking all of our magnesium, our B vitamins,
No kidding.
zinc out of our body, and that we don't actually have the ability to eat enough to meet the demands of what our body requires. So
Yeah.
I've been experimenting with that personally, and I've been having up to anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 a day of magnesium, and it has been remarkable. Oh, I had some thumbs. Thanks for
yes.
the thumbs. Yeah, and you've got a question too. So I'm suggesting that, these things in high doses, not only will they help to lower your estrogen and pick your progesterone up, they're going to help with a lot of these symptoms, which are,
Yeah.
let's remember that there's the root cause of the problem, and then there's a lot of symptoms that sit outside that, things like headaches, premenstrual tension or PDD or, any of those sort of
syndrome.
problems.
PMS. You guys don't say PMS.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
PMS.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
Mid-cycle pain for me is an absolute key.
Me
If,
too.
if a patient comes in and they've got mid-cycle pain, I just stop right there. You've got too much estrogen. Let's
Yeah.
focus on that
Or
first.
mid-cycle bloating. Oh my gosh, that's
Yes.
another one. Yeah,
Yeah,
right? Right around
definitely.
ovulation.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. So
Yeah.
these are just the little things that you can start to do. Add in, we've always go with the premise that food is medicine, and it absolutely is. But if that food doesn't have enough of the nutrients in it to meet our body's requirements, then
That's-
it makes it very difficult.
Yeah, your body is talking to you through the symptoms, basically. Hi, Simone.
Hi,
Saying
Simone.
hi to you.
So we've got another couple of minutes, not
Okay.
long. We've got to head into our next session. We wanted to come in and just be in the same room, jump on Facebook Live. We could have got to work out a way that we can do this live
I know,
so
right?
that other
We
people
do
can
this
tune in because
some
we
kind
are
of split screen.
hilarious.
I know, we really are.
Let's face it. Like we are completely
It's
crackers.
ridiculous. I know,
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about B6, we talked about
Magnesium.
magnesium, and then we were also saying to our friend that saffron, the spice, saffron, which is quite expensive, but you don't need a lot, can really help to raise cervical fluid, which is, like, again, that was her complaint, and a lot of women talk about how they want more fertile quality cervical fluid. So literally, I've experimented on myself with this too. It's like a pinch, no kidding.
You can put it in your cooking, or you can
Yeah,
put it
on
in
anything,
like
yeah.
in a tea and seep it. But why would people do it? So let's think about it, because again, not if everyone may not be trying to fall pregnant.
That's
but
true.
perhaps
When
you
your
are dry.
hormones are low.
Yeah,
exactly,
So there's
right?
a lot of vaginal dryness. Excuse me, not when you're burping.
Or like painful sex.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. So, it's not just about fertility, it's about actually just being and creating a healthy environment. Oh, Melanie, Nicole, can you talk about the new fertility tracking device you've been using?
Oh, yes!
Oh, I'm supposed to get one.
I know, we're going to have to hook you up with that.
Well,
Don't worry.
they've reached out.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should tell Melanie.
Yes, absolutely, Melanie. Oh, yeah. So basically, it's called a Daisy, and you're taking your temperature. So it's a combination of things. So you're taking your temperature every morning. I still do it. I try to do it every single morning around the same time. I think that's, I personally, for me,
key.
that's
Well, I think everybody
necessary.
has to do that. That's the hard part, which makes it a bit
Daisy
great.
says that you don't have to.
Well,
Isn't that
Daisy,
interesting?
that's very interesting.
Yeah,
I need to try it out,
I know, you
Daisy.
definitely need to try that out. So Daisy says that you don't have to take it at the same time every morning. You just have to take it at 18-hour intervals. Isn't that interesting?
Right.
Yeah, I know. Minimum of 18-hour intervals.
Look, you've got questions too. We've literally got 2 minutes, guys, but what you can do is you can come and ask questions and we can sort of, utilize them for topics.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, girl.
Yes.
I know. And we'll figure out this Facebook Live thing again.
Yeah,
we have to do
we'll,
this together again. This is so amazing.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, so I'll tell you, Melanie, really quickly. So you're taking your temperature every morning, and it's going to give you a green light to show whether you're infertile and a red light to show your fertile days. And it gives you orange lights to show you when it's just learning your system, learning your body. And it took me about 1 month, one cycle, and then it really knew a lot, and I had less and less orange days over time. So that's essentially how it works. It's just really, really helpful, I think, for women who are really kind of struggling with the fertility awareness method, or just not understanding exactly how it works, or they have really, irregular cycles, or they just don't know the full ins and outs. So I think it's a really helpful segue into the fertility awareness method.
I'm going to get my hands on one.
Yes, girl.
Before we finish, because literally we need to go, there's two more questions which probably should get to them, but I really love what Tali's asked.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you're all about high estrogen, but what about the opposite?
Low estrogen. Oh, we talk about this all the time. And in fact, that's the symptoms we were just talking about or the solutions we were just talking about. B6, magnesium, and saffron are all really good for raising your hormone levels.
Yeah.
So those would be, if you rewatch it, Tarly, if you haven't seen all of what we just talked about, then I recommend that.
Yeah.
Oh, and the B6, the dosage, I think 600 milligrams.
Okay,
Pretty
we
sure
can put
it's
it up
600
anyway.
milligrams. We will talk about it.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of, and in my book, well and good, just throw that in there.
Yeah, throw that
I
in
talk
there.
about, I talk about that though. The point is that what your body needs fundamentally doesn't really change whether you've got low estrogen, high estrogen, not enough this, not enough that. It's giving your body what it needs to function daily. So, we've got requirements that we need. Now, if we don't get those in, for some women it's going to show up as low estrogen. For some women it's going to show up as excess estrogen.
Yep.
It's got to do with other factors, your environment, your stress
Birth control
levels.
use, all of those things.
So all the stuff that we put out there is generally very much, it's very appropriate, isn't it, for no matter where you're at. Hi, Beck! Oh, how cute. We're literally about to hang up,
I know,
but
we're
it's
crazy.
good to see these little faces.
Okay,
so we're
should I
supposed to
see
be
what
back
this
in the
question
seminar,
is?
and we're going to jump back in the seminar now, but we've got one more question
Okay,
to
one more.
answer.
So, Megan, can alternative treatments like acupuncture help long term in reducing the estrogen or only in the short term? Mine is triggered by a very busy life, which is impossible to reduce at the moment due to, oh God, I'm so scared to press that button, to responsibilities.
Okay. So you can answer that with acupuncture.
Due to what?
Lots of responsibilities.
Okay, so look, this is what I always say. We need to get better at managing stress, no doubt, right?
Yeah,
we all
absolutely.
can do a bit better at that. In fact, I don't believe we understand she's breastfeeding. We don't understand the impact that stress is having on our bodies. I don't think we actually want to. And I think that's, we're sort of a bit like, oh, it's not that bad. Everybody's in the same boat.
Yeah.
We need to therefore then help our bodies cope better with stress.
Yeah.
To allow us to then be able to reassess what. Yeah, but then we can reassess and go, that's not important, that is important, and get a little bit more of a grip on what's going on, because it's very hard in a state of overwhelm to be objective. So this is why you must use things like acupuncture, self-care, whether it might be massage, exercise, nutrients, the right nutrients. You've got to try and do as many other things in that puzzle that you can to move your body to a less stressed state, because
mitigate the effects of the stress on your body.
Exactly, because stress is not just you being busy or have lots of responsibilities. Stress is, are you eating properly? Stress is, are you thinking good thoughts? Are you sleeping well? Are you being kind to yourself? Are you moving your body?
Yeah.
All of those things. So I would say that, there's lots of alternative treatments, but then there's also lots of other, even like the vitamins and minerals that we're talking about.
Right.
We have to do it. We don't,
I think
there's no other way.
Our bodies are they were not designed to have this amount of psychological stress. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And so what you said, Megan, is a really good point. You're like saying, oh, in the long term or the short term. Well, the thing is that this is your lifestyle for the long term. So you're going to have to accommodate for the lifestyle that you have right now for the long term. So acupuncture might be something you do once a week in the long term, at least for the foreseeable future, while you're dealing with all the responsibilities you're dealing with. Until that lets up and you can take a breather, then it makes sense to do things that are going to mitigate the effects of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just try not to be overwhelmed by, just start with one thing, one new thing that you can introduce, and then let that snowball. But we do have to choose better, and it does start with becoming aware. So better choices and better awareness, and then that will take you to great places. So
Agreed.
we have to go.
Okay, kids. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is so good. And
I
Nicole
know.
and I have to leave each other today as well, so we're very lucky to have snuck this in before we leave each other.
I know.
But at least when I get back, my hair won't be this frizzy.
Yeah.
It's all about me.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll
Thank
find
you,
another way
guys.
to do more of these things. And
Yes.
please click share on both of these videos over there. There's one over there, there's one over here. So that other people can have this information, because we think that this could change some women's lives today.
I really think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys. Okay, I'm trying to... Oh, right. I got to press that button there.
You do,
Bye.
yeah.